Okay, in this class, we are going to complete the topic speed, time, and distance. So, this was the last question we have already solved in the last class. Okay, let's continue. The first question for today is a man goes to a place at a speed of 4 kilometer per hour and return at a speed of 16 kilometer per hour. Then his average speed for the whole journey is. So basically we have to find out the overall average speed. So what was the formula? Basically we have to find out the average speed. The formula is 2xy and divided by x plus y. Average speed is equals to 2xy divided by x plus y. So 2 into what is the first speed? In this case, the first speed is the 4 kilometer per hour. Sir, 4 into the second speed is the 16 kilometer per hour. So multiply 16 divided by 16 plus 4, x plus y, that means 4 plus 16. It will be 2 into 4 into 16 divided by 20. Right? So, 2 10 and 2 1 then you have 5 2, it will be 32 divided by 5, or you can solve again 5 1 5 6 the 20 remaining and point, so 5 4 so it will be 6.4, or you can convert into the mixed fraction like 6 into 2 divided by 3. So 6 into 2 divided by 3 kilometer per hour or 6.4 kilometer per hour. In this case, we have the option in the decimal form. So option C is the correct answer, 6.4 kilometer per hour. This is basically optional. Na? If the options available in the mixed fraction, then you have to convert into the mixed fraction. Correct, 6.4 kilometer per hour is the correct answer. Now suppose if you have the three speeds respectively, then to find out the average speed, this is the kind of question. Three persons walk some distance x in a street. Their speeds are 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer and 4 kilometer respectively. Their average speed in kilometer per hour is. So in this case, we have modified the formula of average speed. Like average speed is equals to 3xyz. In last formula, the formula is 2xy. Now in this case, we have three speeds, then 3xyz and whole divided by x into y plus y into z plus z into x. Right? The formula is 3xyz and whole divided by xy plus yz plus zx. Now just put down the speeds. 3 into first is x, that is 2 kilometer per hour. So just multiply 2 into the next one is the 3 kilometer per hour. And then last one is the 4 kilometer per hour. So 3 into 2 into 3 into 4 divided by x into y. So x is the 2 and y is the 3. That means 2 into 3, it will be 6. Plus y into z, y is the 3 and z is the 4. That means it will be 12. Now the last one, z into x, z is the 4 and x is the 2. That means 4 into 2, that means 8. Okay. Now it will be 3 2 just 6 and 18, and then okay, first of all just add these one. These are 6 plus 12 and 8 30 26. So 3 into 2 into 3 into 4 divided by 26. So 1 and 13. So it will be 36 divided by 13. Now the options are available in the mixed fraction form. Then just convert the 36 divided by 13 into the mixed fraction. So 36 divided by 13, it will be 2 ja, so 26, and the remainder will be 10. So the mixed fraction form will be 2 and divisor is the 13 and the quotient is the 2 and the remainder will be 10. So answer will be 2 into 10 divided by 13 is the correct answer. That is option C. 2 into 10 divided by 13. The option C is the correct answer. Okay, let me explain once again. So in this case, we have three different persons with the different speeds. So that's why the average speed, the formula of average speed will be modified by 3 into xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. We have to need the just put down the values of speeds respectively three persons, like x is the 2 kilometer per hour, y is the 3 kilometer per hour, and z is the 4 kilometer per hour. So now 3 into 2 into 3 into 4 and divided by x into y, that means x is the 2 kilometer and y will be 3, so it will be 6. Similarly, y is the 3 and z will be 4, so it will be 12. Z is the 4 and x is the 2, it will be 8. So just add these numbers, 6 plus 12 plus 8, that means 26, and the numerator section is the 3 into 2 into 3 into 4. So 2 and 3 26 को हम cancel करा सकते हैं, so it will be 3 into 3 into 4, that means 36, and divided by 13. So now we have to convert into the mixed fraction. So basically the process to convert the mixed fraction is just divide by the 13. 36 divided by 13. Okay, so just 2 time, it will be 2 time 2, 13 2 will be 26. The remainder will be 10 and the divisor is the 13 and quotient is the 2. So quotient will be in this place, the whole numbers, it may be whole number, then the remainder will be in numerator section and the divisor will be in the denominator section. This will be mixed fraction. So the answer will be option C, 2 into 10 divided by 13. Okay, let's move on to the another question. A man covers half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour. The remaining half by bus at 30 km per hour and the rest by cycle at 10 km per hour. What was his average speed during the total journey? So in this case, we have the different form of the vehicles, or you can say that the medium of the traveling. So a man covers half of his journey by train at a 60 km per hour. Suppose the total distance is x. Okay, it's x kilometer. Now, the distance covered or completed by train, it will be x divided by 10, because the question says a man covers half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour. So the half of the journey means the total distance, the half of total distance. In this case, suppose or assume the total distance is x kilometer, then the half of the journey will be x divided by 2, and which is covered by the train. So a man covered half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour. So now the time will be t1 is equals to distance divided by speed. Now the distance is the x divided by 2 and the speed is the 60 km per hour that is given in the question. Okay, so divided by 16. Clear? 16 km per hour. So this is the t1. Now the distance completed by bus. Okay, the next person is the remaining half by bus. Remaining half by bus. So you can assume this is the, suppose a whole circle, and this one is the 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 portion and 1/4 portion. Okay, this one is the half of the circle. That means 1 divided by 2. Okay, this is the 1 divided by. The remaining portion is the 1 divided by 2, and the half of the remaining portion, that means 1 divided by 4. So basically in question we can see that the remaining half by the bus, that means remaining half means 1 divided by 4. In this case it will be x divided by 4. Okay, the remaining half of the journey. So the remaining means 1 divided by 2 and remaining half means 1 divided by 4. Now the rest by cycle at 10 km per hour. Rest means the distance completed by cycle, which is the rest remaining portion, that will again 1 divided by 4. So x divided by 4. Now the t2, that is the time to distance divided by s, and it will be x divided by 4, and the speed of bus is the 30 km per hour. So it will be divided by 30 km per hour. Now the remaining portion, for remaining portion, the time t3 will be d divided by s, and it will be x divided by 4, and the speed of cycle is the 10 km per hour. So divided by 10 km per hour. Is it clear? What was his average speed during the total journey? Now, in this case, we have to find out the average speed during the total journey. So, the average speed is equals to total distance and divided by total time interval. This is the conventional formula of average speed. The total distance divided by total time interval, or you can say the total time taken by the total journey, the whole journey. Now in this case, the total distance will be, already we have assumed that is the x, so just put down x. Now the total time, the time are the time 1, t1, t2 and t3. So total time, that means just add on this all the t1, t2, t3, all the time intervals. t1 plus t2 plus t3. It will be x divided by, t1 is the x divided by 2 into 60, that means x divided by 20. Right? The t2 will be x divided by 4 into 30, that means x divided by 120 again. And now the last one is the x divided by 4 into 10, it will be x divided by 40. Okay, now you can use the common as a x, and you can cancel out the x and divided by x. So it will be 1 divided by 120 plus 1 divided by 120 plus 1 divided by 40. Now you can use the LCM of 120, 120 and 40, and it will be 120. The LCM of 120, 120 and 40 will be 120. By cycle, why we cannot write 1 divided by 8? Okay. The question says, a man cover half of his journey by train. Half of his journey, that means the total portion, the 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So basically the equal 4 part of the circle will be 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4. Half means it will be half. So remaining portion is the half, and basically the remaining portion means 1 divided by 4 and 1 divided by 4. So the second portion is the remaining half by bus. The remaining half by bus, that means the remaining portion, the half of the remaining portion. So basically this is the half portion, that is 1 divided by 2, and the half of the remaining portion, that means 1 divided by 4, 1 divided by 4th portion of the circle. And now the remaining portion will be 1 divided by 4th, that will be completed by the cycle. So that's why you have to use the x divided by 4 for the cycle. Okay, now if you want to convert, if you want to find out the LCM, just find out the LCM of 120, 120 and 40, and it will be the 120. Now it will be 120. This is whole divided by 1. Now 1 divided by 1 whole divided by 120, 120, it's 1 time, so 120, and the 1 into 1, so plus, now again 120 and divided by 120, 1 time 120, and it will be again 1. Okay, the last portion is the plus okay, 120 and divided by 40, so it will be goes to 3 times, so 120 and multiply 1. So 1 divided by 1 plus 3 and whole divided by 120. 1 divided by 5 divided by 120, and now 120 divided by 4, यही होगा ना, divided by 5. So it will be 24 kilometer per hour. That is the answer. In this case, the option number B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Is it clear? Any doubt? LCM find. Okay, LCM कैसे find out करना है ये बोल रहे हो क्या? Okay, if you want to find out the LCM of 120, 120 and 120, 40. So just use as a 10 as a factor, then it will be 12, 12 and 4. Now you can use 4, 3 time and 1. Now just use 3, 1, 1, 1. Just multiply this number 10 into 4 into 3. It will be 120. So basically the LCM of 120, 120 and 40 will be 120. And to solve this denominator portion, this is the basic mathematical calculation. If you want to calculate the 1 divided by 20, 1 divided by 20 and 1 divided by 40 by LCM method, then just put down the 120 in the denominator section, and the whole denominator section will be by cancel out. This is the LCM. So just 120 and divided by 120 by this denominator section. It will be 1 time, and just multiply this the numerator section into 1. Similarly, plus 120 divided by 120, it will be goes to 1 time and again multiply by the numerator section. And the last portion is the 120 divided by 40, and it will goes 3 times and multiply the denominator section, that will be 1. So just use the 1 in the numerator section, divided by, it will be the quotient portion. Just take the quotient portion, that will be 1 into 1, 1 into 1 and 3 into 1, and whole divided by 120, that is the LCM. Okay, now clear na? Okay, let's move another question. Okay, a person travels equal distance at a speed of 3 km per hour, 4 km per hour and 5 km per hour. Okay, and covers a total distance in 47 minutes. Then the total distance in kilometer will be. ओके कोई भी एक पर्सन है जो एक इक्वल डिस्टेंस को 3 किलोमीटर पर आवर, 4 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर के डिफरेंट स्पीड से वो टोटल 47 मिनट में कंप्लीट करता है. देन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द टोटल डिस्टेंस in the kilometer. So it's basically a average. First of all, we have to find out the formula will be used in this question will be S, that is the basic formula STD. Okay, ST is equals to D. That means we have to find out the distance. Okay, total distance. So to find out distance, we have to use the what is S and the time duration. So first of all, we have to use the average speed for because we have 3 different speed. So that's why you have to find out first of all the average speed. What is the average speed? Then you can use average speed as the place of the S. Now, if you have the 3 different speed, then you have to use the formula, that is 3xyz and divided by xy plus yz plus zx. So 3 into the speeds are 4 into 3 into 4 into 5. First speed is 3 km per hour, second is the 4 km per hour, and last one is the 5 km per hour, divided by x into y. So x is the 3 and y is the 4. It will be 12. Now y and z, y is the 4 and z is the 5. That will be 20. And y and z, z and x, z is the 5 and x is the 3. That will be 15. Now 3 into 3 into 4 into divided 4 into 5 into divided by 12 plus 20 plus 15, it will be 30 and 40, 47, and 9 and 36 into 5, that will be 180. So 180 divided by 47. This is basically a kilometer per hour, and that is average speed. Now, what is the formula to find out the distance? D is equals to S into T. So S is now in this case 180 divided by 47 kilometer per hour. Now, what is the time duration? The given time duration is the 47 minutes. Okay, so just use 47 minutes. But the speed is in the form of the kilometer per hour. So we have to convert the time minute into the hour. So just divided by 60 in the 47 minutes. So 47 cancel, and it will be 61 ja and 63 ja. So distance will be 3 kilometer is the total distance. That is the answer. So option D is the correct answer. 3 kilometer is the total distance. Okay. So 180 divided by 47 kilometer per hour and 47 divided by 60 hours. So hour will be cancelled, and the remaining portion is the just a kilometer. That is 3 kilometer. Okay. Next question is, an aeroplane covers distance of 2500 kilometer, 1200 kilometer and 500 kilometer with the speed of 500 kilometer per hour, 4 kilometer per hour and 250 kilometer per hour respectively. What is the average speed of the aeroplane? So अलग अलग स्पीड्स, अलग अलग डिस्टेंस को अलग अलग स्पीड से कवर किया जा रहा है. सो हमें टोटल एवरेज स्पीड फाइंड आउट करना है, राइट? ओके, सो एवरेज स्पीड इज इक्वल्स टू total distance. Okay, in this case we have the different distance, so that's why you have to use the conventional formula, that will be average speed divided by average speed is equals to total distance divided by total time interval. Okay, because in this case we have the different distance, that is the 25 kilometer, 2500 kilometer, 1200 kilometer, 500 kilometer. That's why you have to use the conventional formula, that is total distance divided by total time. Now in this case we have to find out the total time duration. So what is the time duration? Now suppose the time one is equals to distance 1 divided by speed 1. This is the basic formula to find out to calculate the time. So T1 is equals to distance 1 divided by speed 1. So distance 1 is the 2500 kilometer, right? And speed is the first speed is 500 kilometer per hour. So just divided by 500. So 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 5 1 ja and 5 5 ja. It will be 5, right? Now it will be 5 hours. Now T2 will be distance 2 divided by speed 2. So distance 2 is the 1200 kilometers. So 1200 and whole divided by speed 2, that is the 400 kilometer per hour. So 0 cancel and 4 1 ja, 4 3 ja. It will be 3 hours. Now the time 3 is the last speed, last distance, that is the 500 kilometer, and whole divided by the last speed, that is 250 kilometer per hour. So 250 1 and 500 divide, that means 2 hours. So now we have the different distance and different time intervals. So total distance will be 2500 kilometer plus 1200 kilometer plus 500 kilometer. And now the total time will be 5 plus 3 plus 2. 5 hours plus 3 hours plus 2 hours. So it will be 2500, then 5, 1700 and 25, that means 4200. And whole divided by 5, 5, 10. So it will be 420 kilometer per hour. That is the average speed of the aeroplane. So answer will be option B. Okay, so remember, if there are available the three different speed, then you can find out the average speed by using the formula, that is 3xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. And if the question in the given question, if you have the different distance, then first of all you have to find out the different time intervals, then use the conventional formula, that is the total distance divided by total time duration, and just put down the different distance and divided by different time intervals.
To watch the complete video, download Mining Gyan 2.0 app from the Play Store and enjoy seamless learning with Mining Gyan 2.0.